Here we go. What's up, buddies? What Jim? And welcome to the fourth instalment of What the Jim's Asking Anything and Everything, which is a monthly Q&A live stream. I hope you're all doing well. And it's currently Easter, so happy Easter to those who celebrate it. And today I actually saw the Mario movie, which is going to be my next YouTube video. It's going to be a review on that film, and I actually really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very good. Looking forward to doing a review on that on Wednesday. And we've already got a question already, and it's from Michael Mouse. It's a great YouTube name, that Michael Mouse. And he put, "Hey Adam, what do you prefer, Mario video game or Mario movie?" Well, I thought the Mario movie was very good, but I'm probably going to rather play a Mario video game than watch the Mario movie. And my favorite Mario game, well, I won't review what it is because I'm actually going to review what it is once I do the review on the Mario movie, which I'm excited to do the review for that. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. It's also a live stream where I talk about what I've been up to lately, and I've got quite a few things to talk about. You can probably see on my phone how many things I've got to talk about. But yeah, I've got quite a few things to talk about. So I guess we'll start off with what movies and TV I've been watching lately. So might as well start with TV, as when you've got one thing to talk about for it, which is the Mandalorian season 3. There's currently only 2 more episodes to go of the Mandalorian season 3. I think it's a great season. It's not as great as the other 2 seasons of Mandalorian. In my opinion, they are amazing. So let's say there are some filler episodes in all these seasons, but I think the filler episodes are the weakest in the season. Yeah, there's some episodes I'm not the hugest fan of for the season, but I think overall it's a pretty great one. And eventually I'm going to do a review on that, and I'm actually going to rank the 3 Mandalorian seasons as well. But yeah, I look forward to the final couple of episodes of that. There were a couple of cameos that I wasn't expecting to see in the sixth episode of this season. So I'm not sure if they fit in Star Wars, in my opinion. I think the show would have been fine without them, but it was cool to see some other characters, some other people in Star Wars that I wasn't really expecting to see. It made it quite a pleasant surprise, I suppose. But I don't think they needed to be in the series, though. So we've got Toonami Steve, my dad, saying, "Hey Jim, lots of chart toppers, songs from Mario movie. What songs do you think they could have had instead? Why would you make me happy by the Proclaimers for the end sequence?" Well, actually, before the live stream, me and my dad were actually talking about this, and he thought the song "You Make Me Happy" by the Proclaimers would be a really good choice for it. So yeah, I think I'd go with that one. I'm not sure what else I'd go with. Try to think what the songs they could have gone with, but I'll come back to you down on that one. We've also got Mike, aka Did you see that? And then Mike, hope you were doing well too, mate. But yeah, I've not really got too much else to really talk about at the moment for Mandalorian season 3. I'll save the rest for when I review it very soon. So that's pretty much all I'll say with TV shows. But movies, yeah, saw the Super Mario Bros. movie today. I thought that was very good. And also a week ago, I actually saw the D&D movie, D&D on Among Thieves. I actually quite like that as well. I actually like that more than I thought I would. I actually quite like that movie. It's not one I'd watch again, but I still had a very enjoyable time watching it. And I also saw a couple of films on DVD recently. I saw a film called Midnight Cowboy, which, to be honest, I was expecting quite a lot of great things from it, but I wasn't hugely impressed with it. I thought it was just okay. I really like the two lead characters in it, but there wasn't really much of a story, and it was quite confusing, quite crazy at times. Yeah, it's not a movie I'd personally watch again, but I don't regret watching it. And it definitely was a movie ahead of its time when it came out, but yeah, I'm personally not the biggest fan of the film Midnight Cowboy. And I'm also going to be watching I've watched 2 Rocky movies and going through a box set of all the Rocky films, and eventually going to be doing a ranking on all the Rocky films. So I've just seen the first 2. What I'll say about them is I really enjoyed the first one. I actually enjoyed the second one as well, just just not as much as the first one. I think the first one just had a better story, and I just thought it was a better made film overall. But I think the second one, I think is quite underrated. I think, but, yeah, I actually really enjoy both of them. That's pretty much it for movies and TV side of things recently. My dad's also got maybe looking forward to the most is Barbie. Oh yeah, the Barbie trailer with Margot Robbie. Yeah, me and my dad saw the trailer for the Barbie film. I think we're gonna watch that when it comes out, but I'm personally not too excited about it. And my dad put something deep and meaningful with a complex plot. I highly doubt it. Yeah, like Rocky, great chocolate bar. I don't think if I would have the Rocky chocolate bar. What it's called? It's just called Rocky. I don't know. But I'm still trying to think about this question. What songs would I've gone with? I've probably gone with ones that are very popular songs, but they're not necessarily appearing in a lot of movies. Rather than going with songs that have appeared in loads of different movies. But now move on to the music side of things. What I've been doing lately. I've got quite a few things to mention for music. Um, I mentioned last time that I want to show my Bruce Springsteen autograph. So at some point in live stream, I'll get my mum and dad to show you the Bruce Springsteen autograph. But I'll also be listening to King Crimson. Lately, I've heard the In the Court of the Crimson King album again. I knew it was a really great album when I first heard it, but when I heard it again, I forgot how good it was. The song The Court of the Crimson King is probably my top 200 songs of all time. I thought it was that good. It's got some of my favorite vocals and harmonies on that song, especially with the chorus. It's one of my favorite choruses of any song. I think that song alone is worth getting the album for. But I think overall the album is an amazing one. It's not a perfect album because I think it's a little bit too long. Even though it's 40 minutes, I think each song could have been slightly shorter though, except for the final track being my favourite, even though it is 10 minutes long. But yeah, I love that album, and I want to listen to more King Crimson. I think at some point I'm going to listen to the Islands album from them. And we got Gary. Hello, Gary. It's you like the channel. Thank you very much. Are the albums behind you significant? Well, I might as well talk about them now. Recently, I went to a record store, and that's where I purchased those albums, which are, well, on CD, I bought the Essential Bob Dylan on CD. I've got that on vinyl, but one at CDs so I listen to it in the car. And I also bought the Monkeys. No, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like it's not a classic album series. It's something like that. And it's got the first 5 Monkeys albums on CD, so I'm looking forward to listening to them. I've only heard the first Monkeys album out of those 5, so yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to them. And the albums are ELO's Time. That's the one Left of Mario, and I've heard the album once all the way through. It's one of my favorite ELO albums, one of my favorite concept albums. I thought it was absolutely amazing, and yeah, I can't wait to listen to that again on vinyl. And the one next to it is Finest Hour, which is by Lindisfarne, and it's a compilation album for Lindisfarne, but it's not got my favorite song of theirs being Run for Home, so it's unfortunate it doesn't have that one, but it's still got some other incredible songs on there. Looking forward to checking both of those albums out. I think tomorrow I'm going to check out that ELO album out. So yeah, what else can I mention about music? I've got a couple of tributes lined up. I've got one for ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, which of course they did a Time album like I just mentioned. I'm going to be seeing them this Friday coming, and then on the Saturday coming, we're going to be watching his Smiths tribute, which I'm really excited for that one. I think my dad's excited for it more though because the Smiths are one of his favourite bands. They're definitely up there for me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out that tribute. I wonder if he does any solo Morrissey material. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I really like if he did the song "Spent the Day in Bed." I really like that song. So yeah, hope he sings that one. The guy does a tribute. And also, I went to a place called Tynemouth Market recently, and I bought a couple of albums there. Planning on going there again next week. And the albums I bought were After the Gold Rush by Neil Young, which I've done a live stream. It was on Mike Diggy's That's channel. and I had the album behind me on the live stream. And also they got bought the album Aerial Ballet by Harry Nilsson, which I hadn't heard all the way through, but I knew the songs Everybody's Talking, and I knew the song. I think it's called One. Yeah, I knew those two songs, and it was a very short album, but very awesome one. Naturally Chorus. It's probably my favourite Neil Young album. I absolutely loved it. It's not my favourite Neil Young song after the chorus, but I love to Break Your Heart for my favourite Neil Young songs. Yeah, it's my favourite Neil Young album, but Harvest is definitely up there, and so is the Rhinos. This Is Nowhere. I think Neil Young's best albums, in my opinion, were the late 60s, early 70s. I also, when I went to the Tarmac Market, I bought a Beatles Love You Do and P.S. I Love You single, and it was the 80s reissue. It wasn't original from the 60s, which would have been worth a lot more than I paid for it. I think I only paid about £4 for the single, but we've got quite an unusual version. Both sides of the single say P.S. I Love You, so one of the sides doesn't say Love Me Do, which I find very, very weird, very, very cool. And we're actually gonna sell that misprint version, but I decided to keep it because I don't think it's going to be worth that much. So I decided to keep it in the end. Let's see what's going on in the chat. We've got Pete. Hello, Peace. Hey, Adam. AKA Jim. What's best tribute band you've seen? Smith's limited lead singer looks so like Mozza. Enjoy. Thank you, Pete. Best tribute I've seen for me is the bootleg Beatles. It's not because of Beatles. It's not just because the Beatles are my favourite band, but they look like the Beatles. You also talk like them and sang like them, and they have the personalities like them. They were saying a lot of jokes, and they have an orchestra with them behind a lot of songs. And yeah, definitely my favourite tribute band. And we got I met Jason the Millennial, so to just family celebrate Easter. As a matter of fact, Jason, we do celebrate Easter, and I got in total 3 Easter eggs this year. But every year I said I don't want the Easter eggs. I'm not a chocolate fan, but I've had some of it. Just it's just not for me personally. But yeah, I'll do like having a bit of chocolate every now and again. One part, I forgot to put your jumper away. Well, this is your favourite one. I thought you intentionally left it there, Mum. It's the Penny Lane jumper. I wore that. I think I wore it yesterday. So I thought you intentionally kept it up, Mum. If you watch this, Mum, I'd like you to come in to show you the Bruce Springsteen autograph in a minute. But I can't really got to. I also bought another thing from Tarmac Market. It's the last thing I bought from there, and it was John Lennon picture, which you can actually see in my videos now. So I bought that one there. My grandma actually bought it for me. If you watch this live stream, Grandma, thank you for that picture. I really, really like that one. You can see it over there. A couple more things mentioned for music, which is at first listen to the Paul McCartney album Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. And at some point, I'm going to do an album comparison with that one and Flaming Pie. As they both came up roughly, around Flaming Pie came out in '97 and Chaos and Creation came out in 2005. So around the same time, really. And they both got 14 tracks, so I thought, why not do a comparison on both those albums, see which one I prefer. I bought that album on vinyl. I'm still waiting for it. I bought it on eBay for a good price, and it's a brand new one, but I'm still waiting for it. I'm not sure where it is. Hopefully, it'll be here soon. It's on its way. And also recently, it was the Beatles' 60th anniversary of the Please Please Me album. So listen to that again, celebrating. When I was listening to it, I made a decision on every time there's a Beatles studio album anniversary, I'm going to try my best to listen to the album all the way through. That includes the White Album, the double album, and it includes Abbey Road. In fact, as Abbey Road is my favourite album of all time, I might listen to that album twice each year, at least twice. Who knows what might be more like 3 or 4 times, but I'm going to try and listen to it at least 2 times a year. Abbey Road, because like I said, it's my favourite album. I've also listened to a couple of compilations. I listened to The Police, The Best of the Police. I really enjoy listening to that. And also Bob Seger. We're in the middle of that one currently. And also listen to John Williams, who is my favourite film composer. And probably my favourite tunes these composers. Probably Star Wars and Superman's one of my favourite. Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones. They're probably the first ones that come to mind, and of course Jaws. Jaws is a very iconic one. So that's pretty much it for music. Quite a lot of different variety of music I listened to this month, and in total, I've written down how many albums I've heard this year. At the moment, I've heard in total 89 albums this year. It's one of the years I've listened to music the most. I'm trying to beat Sam St. John because last year I think he listened to 700 albums. I'm going to try and beat him, but I highly doubt it. He's probably quite ahead of me. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. So we got Darren. Hello, Darren. So also, I've seen you like Travelling Wilburys. Yeah, massive Travelling Wilburys fan. What about a video or stream, or what a female would be? Carole King in it for me. Yeah, I agree. Carole King be in it for me as well. But actually, that's a really good idea. That I might do it as a video of what my ideal Travelling Wilburys group would be like. I might have one for a male, and I might have a group for a female as well. So yeah, I think it's not a bad idea for a video. That I think you've inspired a video there, Darren. And also got Brian from Brian's Music Showcase. Hello, Brian. Happy Easter to you too, and to your family. And Jason put 700 albums. Yeah, yes, Sam heard about 700 albums last year. I think it was close to 700. I think it was about 680 or something. Yeah, but that's like 2 or 3 albums a day. I know, but I think he used to listen to a lot of albums while he was working. But my mum said that doesn't count. Listening to album. That's what my mum said, because he was working as well. He wasn't just sat there listening to it. But either way, that's still very impressive. The fact they heard that many. Yeah, I've talked about movies and TV. Talked about music. I've got a couple of things to say for video games, which is I play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with my friend Pete over at Play Tendo Guy. We went ahead and did that for the anticipation for the Mario movie. I also played Cross Team Racing Nitro again after about 3 weeks hiatus on it. It's a video game I spent the most hours on. I've spent nearly 350 hours of my life on that game. That's about 2.5 weeks of my life I've been spending on that racing game, and I still haven't beat my sister that often. But I will get there. I might do some CTR later. Hold it up, hopefully. I don't have time for that. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm also playing Hogwarts Legacy as well, which, to be honest, I'm at the point in the game that I do think it's a great game, but I'm not loving it at the moment. I'm just having an alright experience with it. But at some point, I might get back to really enjoying it. Just for the last couple of days on it, I've not been enjoying it as much. But also, did a bit of Saints Row as well. I'm slowly trying to complete that new Saints Row game. I'll be doing a YouTube short, quick thoughts on that once I've done it. Same goes for Hogwarts Legacy. What's another story for that? And we've got a couple of things for miscellaneous things to mention, which is of course the fact that it's Easter. I've done a YouTube short saying Happy Easter, so you can go in and watch that if you want. And we also went to a glass museum in Sunderland. I went with a college friend of mine, and yeah, we really enjoyed going there. My parents took us, and yeah, we all had a really good time. We also went to a museum in South Shields. It had quite a lot of good paintings. They had quite a good lot of pictures to look at, animals to look at. It had a lot of tarantulas, which I'm not a fan of spiders, so I didn't really look at them. I was sort of turning away, not really paying attention to them. But that's pretty much what I've been up to lately for now. Delete that on my notes. Got 57 notes in total. Now it's 50. Yeah, it's still 57. God, I've got so many. But let's see what's going on. So I'm at 117 albums so far. What this year, Brian? Oh my! I can't. Wow, 117 already. Oof, that's very impressive. I'm going to have about 350 hours of CTR. Even your dad can beat you. That isn't true to Nami Steve, aka Dad. I'm better at you in CTR. And is that how many you bought, Briar? Yeah, has he bought 117? Or has he listened to 117? Well, either way, it's very impressive. Briar put, yep. So, right, he's bought that many. I bet you've listened to quite a lot though, Briar. But hey, Briar, 117 albums, impressive. I used to have about that and then sold them when vinyl was replaced by this thing called CD. Big regret, taking me ages to build it back up. Guess that's just a regret for my dad then. You don't have to regret it too much though, Dad. And we also got Daniel saying, do you like any music from Brazil? To be honest, I've not heard any music from Brazil, so I can't really comment on that one. But if you're still watching, you can let me know some Brazil song suggestions. I can listen to them, and next time I do one of these live streams, I can come back to you and let you know my thoughts on it. Look at Jason saying, I'm not buying as many lately because of budget reasons. Fair enough. I think for me, it's storage reason. I'm running out of storage for loads of vinyls and CDs. I might actually, I'm going to recline back in my wheelchair a bit more. Yeah, there we go. I'll have a change of position. There we go, a bit comfier now. Then you're saying Bossa Nova. You know what? I'll write it on a list of. So I'll put Brazil songs. Right on my list, so I don't forget. Yep. So I'll listen to that after the live stream's over. Thank you, Daniel. I've got Brian saying I bought them and listened to them all. You listened to all of them. Wow. So you bought 117, listened to 117. It's very impressive work there. So sometimes I can listen to about 5 albums a day. Well, I suppose it is doable, the fact that if albums are on average half an hour, that'll take you about 2.5, maybe even 3 hours to do that. So yeah, I could see it being doable, but it's still very impressive. Jason Pope. When you buy an album, do you listen to them right away? Was he asking Brian this or was he asking me that? I might as well answer it anyway if he's asking Brian this. But yeah, when I buy an album, do you listen to it right away? I sometimes do. Not usually though, but yeah, I sometimes do. But I'm looking at a couple of albums now that I've got, just not listened to them yet. I think I've got a list of how many. I've got a list of pretty much everything. Let's see. So I've got about. I can't find it at the moment. There we go. I've got 18 vinyls and CDs to listen to. That I've bought, just not listened to yet. Got a lot of George Harrison ones on that George Harrison box set. Yeah, going slowly going through all of them, but yeah, like I said later, I'll probably listen to tomorrow. I'll listen to the ELO Time album. I couldn't find the notes I did about Brazil songs. There it is. Right. Jace, but are you like me? And when I buy an album or want a Blu-ray, usually just can't buy one. Well, if you go to a record fair or places that have loads of Blu-rays, I do sometimes struggle to just choose one. I sometimes end up coming back with about 3 or 4, so just can't decide. We've got Stuart saying I want to get the GH box, but man, it's so expensive in the US. What's the GH box? What does GH stand for? Why is it so expensive? Got so many questions. Yeah, I've got up. Right, so for some reason I've got the Brazil songs in the wrong folder on my notes. It's very confusing that. So I'll just delete that and just add it on my phone this time. Right. Sorry about that, folks. Just faffing around on my phone currently. Oh, George Harrison. Right, so I was mentioning about George Harrison. Oh, he wanted to get that box set. I should have known that's what he was talking about. But, yeah. Yeah, it's quite expensive here as well. But I got it from, I think it was what, in the short, I said I got it for Christmas, but I actually got it for my birthday. I said I got it for Christmas 2023. Well, Christmas 2023 is not happened yet. That was a mistake, and I somehow figured out a way of getting around the mistake, because he asked in the comments of that short, what mistake did I make? And it was the fact that I said I got it for Christmas 2023. I got it for my birthday, which was February 2023. And I actually got the one that was in Liverpool shop. It was in the Beatles Story gift shop, and it was that was the first one I saw, and that was the one I actually ended up getting. So that's very, very cool. Thanks for that gift, Dan. But if you're watching this, Mum, yeah, I still want to look at the Bruce Springsteen autograph. So if you could come in, please, Mum or Dad, to show the autograph, that'd be great. Thanks. So it's true. It's when you're giving it away as a prize, I'll be on the list for that one. But if I do, I would give it away. But I probably won't at the moment. I'm going to be keeping it for good. But who knows in the future? But I doubt I'll be selling it. We got my mate Joseph from aka the Chosen One. Joseph, happy Easter to you and your family, mate. Hope you have a great stream. Well, it's going great so far, Joseph. I'm enjoying myself so far. You've got some great artwork in the bedroom, buddy. Thanks, Joseph. Actually, I recently FaceTimed Joseph, and I was asking him about the YouTube banner he has on some of his videos. I was tempted to get something like that myself, but as you can see, I don't really have much more room for it unless I get rid of my bed. But I can't obviously do that, so at the moment, I just have to stick with what I've got. Jason put, how was it meeting Mike, Joe, and Elliot? Oh yeah, I suppose I can mention that as well. I went to Mike, aka Digizzy, that's engagement party, and I met him. I also met Joe, his brother. He's the chosen one, and he also met Elliot, aka IMO Reviews. So yeah, I met three YouTubers I watched. It was really great meeting all of them. I hope I'll meet you in person at some point, Jason. At D Liverpool, and I really want to go to Liverpool. I want to go back again. I want to show you all the different Liverpool locations. But yeah, it was surreal, but also amazing to see all my YouTube, some of my YouTube mates there. Yeah, it was very, very, very cool. At the moment, I've caught up. I'm still waiting for the Bruce Springsteen autograph. I know I keep talking about it. I know I keep amping it up, but I've been wanting to show it last live stream and just didn't end up doing it. You can see my John Wick Lego custom there. One of my first YouTube videos I did was on that John Wick Lego custom. Some of my old YouTube videos I do cringe at. To be honest, there's been some videos I made a few months ago that cringe at. Anyway, Jason, but I need to find a cheap flight from England. Well, I don't mind paying the flight for you, Jason, as long as you get down to Liverpool at some point. I'd love to meet you there at some point. Maybe we could do it at your 40th. I know it's Jason's 40th birthday soon. We can always do it to celebrate your birthday then. But one say, looking forward to watching the rest of the Rocky films next few weeks. Yep. Maybe I'm not watching them together. We're enjoying watching them. She enjoys doing the impression of Rocky when he says, Adrian! She likes to do the impression of that. Joe's thought it was great meeting you, mate. And hopefully you'll be able to meet Jason one day. I really hope so too, yeah. I think next time I'm going to be meeting Joseph, he's going to be doing a cheeseburger challenge. I think it's 12 cheeseburgers. I won't be going anywhere near that because I won't be able to do that eating challenge. I'll just have one cheeseburger sat in the corner. I won't be doing won't even be attempting that challenge, Joseph. And I recently saw him do a short on eating a chocolate fudge cake. To be honest, it made me put me off chocolate even more. It was very awesome job he did there, Joseph. Yeah, I wouldn't definitely been able to have done that. I wouldn't have been able to do any eating challenge, to be honest. Mum, so come in and do my impression. You can also show the autograph as well. You can come in, but I have to warn you, folks, it's not the best impression. It's not the best impression. Got Joseph just put laughy emojis. That's probably the best. It's probably the best message I got sent today. Just that laughy emoji. Jesus, but I'd love to go to Mike's wedding so they could see all my England friends. Well, me and my parents are actually thinking that, Jason, about sneakily inviting you and not telling Mike of it. Have it as a surprise. So maybe that might happen. But Mike might watch this live stream. Go on in if he is. That's well, you just ruined the surprise for him. We've got Sam. Hey Sam. Just want to say hi. Easter activities today. What sort of Easter activities will you do? I know you would probably be good. You'd probably be going to church. That's probably one of the things you did today. But we're actually talking about you earlier in the live stream, Sam, about the fact that you've listened to almost 700 albums last year. How many albums have you heard this year so far, Sam? At the moment, I'm trying to beat you. I'm trying to beat you with how many albums to listen to. I've listened to 89. So how many have you listened to? Just, but I'd love to Heathrow Airport and get a train to where you guys are at. We'll sort something out, Jason. And if you definitely do something like that, we'd have to do a video in person together. Maybe we can attempt one of those eating challenges that Joseph's done. But I'm not sure how you would be at an eating challenge, but I definitely struggle. So, for example, I have supper with my extended family at 6, watching the Masters now. Very cool stuff. I had a Sunday roast for tea, which is not one of my favourite meals, but it was one of my favourite times I had it. I had it with sausages and chips. Yeah, it was very, very nice. Don't want to talk about food though. I'm quite full, to be honest. And we've been talking a lot about Joseph's eating challenges currently. I'm whoa, 284th album this year. Oof. Are you doing 3 a day again, Sam? You must be. 284. Wow. Well, I don't even think my mum's listened to that many in a lifetime. That's crazy. I like any meal I don't have to make. Yeah, same here, Dad. Same here. Got caught with the chat at the moment. I might do this live stream for another 10 more minutes. I usually do it about 40 to 45 minutes. We've got Jason saying, haha. Outro those eating challenges like Joe. I'm not sure my stomach could take it. That's what it's like for me, Jason. I'm not sure if my stomach could take it. I'm not sure if I could. Yeah, I'm not sure if I could physically or mentally take it. For example, because surpass last year at my current rate. You're probably going to surpass all the years you've listened to albums. 284. Wow. What was the first album you heard this year, Sam? For me, it was Long Way by Jeff Lynne, which is a Jeff Lynne covers album. But he covered loads of different songs. It wasn't a great. Oh, I thought it was a pretty great album. It's not one I've listened to again though, but I still enjoy listening to that one. My favorite album I heard this year, that Paul McCartney Chaos and Creation one, might be up there. I also recently heard his Memory Almost Full album, and yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I thought it was amazing as well. And I've also a few weeks ago heard his Off the Ground album. I think that one's very underrated. I really enjoyed the Off the Ground album. No, got Sam saying. Norris says, but Dead Calf, the Cutie was the first. What year did that one come out? I think the one I was on about came in 2012. I think. I can have a look, but nah, I think it did come out in 2012. But I'm waiting for my mum to come into. 1, give me a drink, I'm thirsty. 2, to show the autograph, and 3, want to hear this Rocky impression now. I wonder how everyone will react to it. But yeah, I've got to warn you, it's not the best impression in the world. Just but I want to see if I could watch through the 6 and 5 movies in a year, but so far behind the pace I need to be You might get there at some point, Jason. That's pretty much one a day. I'm sure you could get there.
I heard my name.
After 2008. You could join the autograph then.
Which one are you doing?
Bruce Springsteen one.
Brucey.
The boss. And then you can do the Rocky now if you want.
Adrian! Oh God, I'm stuck.
Sorry about that. Adrian!
Alright.
2008.
Bruce.
So also the popular in the albums of the year. 2008.
This is my favourite one of yours.
It's a massive autograph. You can see me as well.
God, it's
You
a
can
bit,
see what I can see.
it's a bit, there you go, you can see it now.
what I see.
That's brilliant. It's massive signature.
It is.
Yeah.
One of my favourites.
Love that one.
That.
Love it.
Well, appreciate you all watching and leaving all these very thoughtful chat comments. What do you call them? Guess you call them chat comments.
Whoop. Whoop.
It's all going over. That's all right, man. My dad put best song for me this year is a female singer, Ray. My dad really liked that Ray album. I didn't think it was that great, but I thought there was some great songs on it though. I just sat down with the kids in terms of popular music. I'm just down with the kids. It's very funny. But yeah, I guess you were down with the kids for that album. But you might as well be there for the rest of the live stream, man. I guess it's
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Sample. I've been enjoying the new Zombies record. I don't even think I've heard these. Did it the Zombies song? Odyssey and Oracle album? I've not heard that album yet, but it's on my list. I'll get there at some point. I think we'll listen to it on the anniversary of that album. Which is, but they're just singing along with Born in the USA. They're just singing Born in the UK. We sang neither. We sang Born in Whitney Bay because we were in the Whitney Bay Playhouse watching it. The Whitney Bay concert. Singing Born in Whitney Bay.
Born in Whitney Bay.
The guy doing Bruce Springsteen didn't sing that though. He sang the words Born in the USA. I'm heading out. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter, Sam. I'll be heading out soon. For the next 3 or 4 minutes. I can hear the echo going on around.
I can hear me second time round, yeah.
But I was watching it in the lounge. Using Screen Mirroring on his TV. So yeah,
I'll put your jumper away.
It's hard, you can leave it to jumper out. I put, like, to God, this Joseph was a carpenter. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm related to God. Somehow I am.
Somehow you are.
I don't know, really.
Jesus the carpenter. God wasn't a carpenter.
Anyway. Don't have anything else to mention. What I've been up to lately, but I think I pretty much mentioned what I've been up to lately. So yeah, I'll probably
got a busy week this week.
Conclude it in a couple of minutes, but yeah. Got my grandparents coming over very, very, very soon.
ELO tribute.
Yeah, on the Smiths tribute.
Smiths tribute.
You recently went to Robbie Williams tribute.
I
wasn't invited to that one, unfortunately.
It was a girls' night.
But yeah, it wasn't for me if it was a girls' night. I thought when you said Joseph, I think you meant the Joseph one.
Yeah.
Very funny. But yeah, I think I'll probably conclude the live stream now then. Appreciate you all watching. You can leave a like on live stream if you want. It's entirely up to you. Hope we all have a great Easter. Do you have any final words, Mum?
Eat lots of chocolate.
Eat lots of chocolate. And if we do see TR today, we'll have to wait and see whether we do. I'll try my best to win it. We'll have to wait and see for that. But yeah, as a bit of carpenter. Jason. But he put Carowenta. He didn't put the P, put the O by mistake. That's his Carowenta. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, everyone. Ciao.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Cheers. Goodbye.